I am excited and grateful to introduce to you Sally Wurr. Sally is a lifelong entrepreneur. She is known as the Storm Whisperer and has an uncanny way of sharing what she has learned in life. She is the president and founder of SW Insurance Corp. And served in many leadership roles with nonprofit organizations. Her first book, Succeed with Power, was published in 2019 and is available in paperback and Kindle, and is also, as of last week or this week, a #1 best-selling author of Hold My Crown. Please welcome to the stage our next inspirer, Sally Wurr. Woo!
Thank you. Life is hard. Compared to what? We are all in this journey called life. We are born and we shall die. But what we do in between should have impact. Sometimes that journey that we're on is that smooth, freshly paved road where life is joyous, life is good. And sometimes the unexpected shows up. That smooth paved road is now dark, curvy, and very steep, and you are usually on your own. Some of those unexpected events, though, are just simply aggravations. They interrupt your life. They disrupt the routine that you so proudly put together that day. I remember a time where that disruption irritated me to no end. We lived in Eugene, Oregon. And for any of you that have ever lived in Eugene, Oregon, it rains all the time. 24 hours a day, steady rain. We had a brand new baby. I drove a car that had 2 doors, not 4 doors. We did not have a garage door opener. When I would want to take my daughter somewhere, I would have to go out in that garage and open up that door, slide that bench seat forward, and actually literally crawl into the back seat to place her in that rear-facing car seat. Now, that wasn't really an aggravation. It was a super bad inconvenience. After I nestled her into that car seat, I then had to get out of the car, and I had to go over to this garage door. It's a 2-car garage. It's a massive door. And because I am so tall, it was easy for me to reach up, or reach down, unlock it, lift up this heavy garage door, and climb back into the car, back the car out. And guess what? In the pour down rain, I had to get out of the car, get soaking wet, go over to that garage door, lift it up, pull it down, turn the handle. I had to put a key in the lock to lock it. I was drenched. But that's the life of living in Eugene, Oregon. I quickly realized I needed 2 things. I had to have a garage door opener. Life was impossible without one. But I wanted a new car with 4 doors. Mostly because I needed the safety for our daughter. If I were to ever get in an accident, I couldn't climb into that back seat to get her. But when she was born, I decided to take time off from work. How was I going to pay for it? One of the life lessons that I've learned, and thankfully I think I was born with it, was how to take any problem and break it out into itty-bitty pieces. Okay, so this is 1985. I couldn't call up the car broker and say, would you please bring me a couple cars to try? Car brokers didn't exist. I couldn't go on the internet and try to find a car and Google all about it because we didn't have the internet. So every Sunday morning, gleefully, I would sit at the kitchen table with my cup of coffee, and I'd be looking down the ads in the newspaper about all the cars that might be available. Then I would have to actually go to the car lot and test drive the cars. I found that car, but then the question was, I wasn't working. How was I going to pay for it? As soon as I found out from the car dealer what that car would cost, I was able to go back home and say, this is how I'm going to do it. My clients wanted me to come back to work. I was a hairdresser at the time. I went back to work 2 nights a week to make that car payment. So that car payment was never a debt to my family. I didn't have to go and touch our assets because I took the time to do my research and break that massive issue piece by piece. I was able to get where I wanted to go. That's what I recommend you do. If there's something that you want in life, maybe it's a need, maybe it's a want, break it down into bite-sized pieces. So when those unexpected storms show up on your doorstep, you can handle them.